You're going to love this information. So, okay, welcome to the Athletes Recovery Workshop. First, I'm not a doctor. I don't prescribe or diagnose. I'm just teaching what I've learned and apply in my own home with my kids. So I also am not a stranger to physical injury from sports. I was a gymnast for decades and then turned my gymnastics skill into cheerleading. And I cheered straight through college. And I tell you that so that you understand that I know what it is firsthand to get an injury and need to recover quickly in order to go to the next event. I am no stranger to that. I have 11 beautiful children ranging in the ages from 9 years old to 30. And during each one of my pregnancies, my ligaments and my back and my legs would remind me of my cheerleading and gymnastics history. So all the products that I'm talking to you about tonight, I have used with great success firsthand on myself, and I am now using them on my own children and my athletes. So I'm excited to share this with you because what I share, I know works. Not wanting to waste time or money, because who likes to do that, right? My husband and I took a deep dive into research to find out what the best line of supplements would be for our family. And Young Living is a wellness company who infuses their world-leading essential oils into their supplements and body products. And they have the most powerful, effective products that we have found personally as a family. Therefore, tonight I'm going to be covering essential oils, supplements, and body products for athletes, because Young Living takes their essential oils and puts them into all of their products. And that's what sets them apart as a company. They have a seed to seal standard, which is better than organic. And so you know that when you're using a Young Living product, you don't have to worry about pesticides or genetically modified or synthetics or anything that's going to hurt you. You're literally just getting a product that's back from the earth. They own, operate, and partner farm 24 different seed to seal certified farms around the globe. So a seed to seal partner farm is a farm that they researched the land 50 years back, see what was on it, because they absolutely will not plant a seed in dirt that has had anything that would compromise the plant. They hand weed. They use their own essential oils as pesticides. So I think that's pretty cool. They do not use chemicals that will hurt us or their plants. Two of my children had the privilege of staying on Young Living's Ecuador farm for a month. And their response when they came home was, "Mom, seed to seal is no joke." They were exhausted. They're like hand weeding and picking, and they got to go into the distillery, and they walked through the whole process on the farm for an entire month. And so they got to see firsthand that seed to seal is a lifestyle that Young Living practices on their farms with the families who run those farms. Okay, so essential oils in the products help to set the products apart. And there are 3 different ways to use essential oils. But there are 3 different ways to use Young Living essential oils. If I talk about an oil tonight, and you're like, "Oh, I saw that at Walmart," don't go out and get it and use it internally, because you're going to be hurting yourself. You can use Young Living essential oils topically, internally, and aromatically. They have solid wrappers that show you, if it's a solid wrapper, diffuse it and put it on topically. If it's a white wrapper, drink it, cook with it, whatever. They're actually the same oils in the bottles, but the FDA likes them to show 2 different labels so people can know, okay, if it has a white label, that's a great one to take internally in a capsule or cook with or whatever. So this picture on the left is an athlete using a massage oil topically that's infused with essential oils. The picture in the middle is an essential oil infused supplement. And then of course you have a diffuser going on the far right. And aromatically, supporting your body aromatically is one of the most powerful, effective ways that has it's centuries old, but it's come like a wave into the United States now, although it is a very Eastern way to support the body in wellness. The information in this workshop is great for any type of athlete. So regardless of what you or your children are doing, whether it's gymnastics or track, we all use our muscles and our ligaments, and we all need our lungs to be supported. We all need to recover after injuries. So regardless of what sport you or your child participates in, this information applies to you. So you're in the right place. Okay, let's talk about pre-workout and during the game. Performance. A perfect game performance is not just about practice. Now, yes, we've got to practice, and we've learned that practice makes permanent. Practice doesn't necessarily make perfect, but it makes permanent. I'm sure you've all heard your kids' coaches say that, practice right because you're developing habits. But it's not just about practice, it's about fuel also. Just like a car absolutely could not run without gas, oil, and water, a body absolutely cannot perform without the right fuel. So two of my personal favorites that have made a huge difference. One is Nitro, Nitro. Nitro is a wolfberry infused drink. It's got essential oils in it. It has D-ribose, taurine ginseng, green tea extract, black pepper essential oil, choline, and some more, a few other things. This little product is fantastic for mental alertness. An athlete has got to be on his or her mental game in order to perform at his or her best. So cognitive fitness is just as important as physical fitness also. So I like Nitro for this purpose. Peppermint also helps to bring mental alertness. And we're going to talk a lot more about peppermint later on in this workshop. But so I'm going to throw that out there. Nitro and peppermint help to support cognitive alertness, which every single athlete needs. Ningxia Red is also for pre and during game. It is a drink, and you can drink it 1 ounce at a time, or you can drink it 24 ounces at a time, whatever your pocketbook can afford, the more the better. This particular supplement has 13% protein by weight. So it's got the highest protein count of any fruit on planet Earth. So it makes it a pretty superior product. 21 grams of fiber. We all need fiber. It cleans cell receptor sites so the body can do its work. It has 18 amino acids, 21 trace minerals, beta carotene, vitamin B1, 2, 6, and E. So it supports brain health, digestive, and cardiovascular, and joint health, which is all so important as an athlete. This particular supplement has been a huge game changer for my family. And I also have a friend who has 10 kids. Birds of a feather flock together, right? And one of her girls, all of her kids play basketball, but one particular child of hers was like just really not showing up for the second half of the basketball game with as much energy. And her girls were starters. And so she began to take 2 ounces to the game of Ningxia Red and give her daughter 2 ounces at halftime. Well, she didn't tell the coach what she was doing, but the coach went to the mom and said, whatever you are doing for Susanna, don't stop because it's working. She's back. She's showing up for the second half, just like she starts in the first half. So other families notice a difference with this one also. I have a little video where you're going to see what happens inside the blood when you take Ningxia Red. I'm just going to check the chat right now just to make sure everybody can hear me. There's nobody saying anything. So we're good. If you need to say anything, just hop in the chat and I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
This is a blood sample of somebody before taking Ningxia. And this is actually a great example of an unhealthy cell. See how it's stacked like coins? What this means is the cells are right on top of each other. There's very little surface area to them. A lot of it's crowded, which means can't get a whole lot of oxygen in there, which means can't really detox itself, can't breathe, can't take in nutrients, can't detox. Oxygen is what we really need to emit what we don't need, take in what we do need. So this person was given 1 ounce of Ningxia Red. 15 minutes later, this is what their blood looked like. Isn't that awesome? So that's a healthy state in the body. So how many of you guys drank your Ningxia Red packet when you walked in? So this is what your blood looks like probably, right? How nice is that? The proof's in the pudding, right? This stuff works. Why? Because Gary Young did not stop at the wolf berries. He studied and studied and formulated and formulated and formulated and formulated until he gave you the thing he knew would make the difference. So wrapping, kind of like bow tying this whole thing, with everything I've shown you, all the statistics and whatnot, what we're looking at is protecting our bodies, protecting our vision, protecting our heart, protecting our immune system. Can you see why you might be the one person this winter that doesn't get sick, right? Can you see why you might be able to see perfectly a lot longer than you would have otherwise? Interestingly enough, it works with depression. DNA of the cells. I mean, have we shown you that your DNA is protected with this drink, right? On just about every level of every ingredient that's in it. Supports healthy blood. Healthy blood equals great skin. So that's a nice benefit. Strong energy level, right? Even Steven. Being able to come home and hang out with the kids and still have something left. Balanced blood sugar levels, as we showed you. Healthy sexual function. This is actually from the wolfberry. It's in that book, The Ultimate Superfood. I think it increases sperm count by 21%, something like that. So prevents illness, early aging, and obesity. Like I said, in Phoenix, people were there who had lost 100 pounds on Ningxia Red. I know someone who's already lost 15. She's been doing it for like a little over a month. Pretty cool. I think the reason why it helps so much with weight management is because it detoxes you. So it allows your body to let go of all that benign fat tissue that's holding all that junk so that it doesn't have to go into your
organs to work together appropriately also.
Gets all the organs to work together appropriately also. That deserves a... Did I give you one yet? Did I give you one yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I did?
You want me to get as many as I can?
You're going to give me a scan? Okay. All right. So let's talk about how many of you are thinking, and a lot of you already know the answer, but Ningxia Red's probably pretty expensive, right? Yeah. Everybody knows it's not, but pretend like it is so I can have my punchline. Let's look at the value of Ningxia Red. So if you're going to drink 1 ounce of Ningxia Red, how much would you have to eat? This is such a fun game. I love this game. 59 servings of broccoli. How many of you can envision sitting down in one sitting and eating 59 heads of broccoli? You'd be sitting in the bathroom, right? That's not a good thing. What if you had to go buy 59 heads of broccoli at the whole market? How much would that cost, right? Crazy. 55 oranges. Anyone can envision this happening? You're at you're at your son's soccer game, and he comes in for halftime, and you say, "Here, eat 55 oranges." Right? That's not a good idea. 814 organic blueberries. Right? There's a really cool article in one of our magazines on Ningxia Red where they go through this, and the statistics are stunning about what you would have to eat. We did calculations. We have somebody in our group that's really good with numbers. And she found out that you would have to eat 81 pounds of food a day to equal 4 ounces of drinking Ningxia Red. And then we were like, okay, well, the auto ship of Ningxia Red's like with tax and shipping, like approximately $168. To get the same nutritional antioxidant equivalent at the grocery store, you'd have to spend $6,000 a month. Right? Isn't that funny? So, are you all with me when I say Ningxia Red's a great deal? Not only
Okay. I love that video, and she had a few more things to say, but I can always give you the link. Okay, so Ningxia Red is, of course, she was talking about other things besides sports, but clearly it's for total body health, as you can see. Okay, what you're looking at here are 2 supplements that I adore. Power Dice. Power Jize contains ashwagandha. And if you're not familiar with that, you're going to have to Google ashwagandha and look at the benefits. It's pretty crazy. Idaho blue spruce, goldenrod, and some other things. These boost testosterone. Do you know what happens when your testosterone is boosted? You have energy. You have more physical stamina and more energy. You have denser muscles. You can have stronger, denser muscles. And it increases the rate of recovery. Now, I personally take Power Jize to strengthen my own muscles. Have you ever seen an older person who has flabby muscles? Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that. Okay. So I'm staying on top of it. Even though testosterone is thought of as a man or a male hormone, we all need testosterone. And if your testosterone as a woman is too low, you're not going to have energy either. So women athletes can also benefit from Power Jize because they also need strong muscles, mental clarity, and a good dose of testosterone for energy. The other bottle in this picture says Agiles. Now, Agiles and a product called BLM, they are sort of like twin sisters. Okay. Gary Young formulated them both for Mary, his wife. And you will have, you may know someone who takes one or the other, and they are sort of interchangeable. I'm going to talk to you. Agility is sort of self-explanatory because it's for agility. Okay, you need agility. You want to take Agilities. It's got what it needs to help you with physical agility. My family takes, or my athletes and myself, we take BLM more often than we do Agilities, believe it or not, because BLM stands for bones, ligaments, and muscles. BLM has glucosamine sulfate, collagen type 2. It has MSM, wintergreen, manganese, and clove. And like I told you earlier, I had some injuries from cheerleading and gymnastics that surfaced during my pregnancies. And after I had my 11th child, the ligaments in my legs absolutely would not allow me to walk without pain. And I was in excruciating pain. I was not doing sports. I was trying to live my life. But because I had prior sports injuries, they were resurfacing at this point in my life. And so I had this 11th beautiful child in my arms, and I was unable to do anything but walk to the kitchen and back to the couch. I could not go and walk to church or the grocery store. I could not walk in those big buildings. So my research took me to BLM, and I took it, and almost 6 weeks to the day, I had zero pain and was able to walk 3 miles again with no pain and to do all the stretching that I love to do and so forth. So I am a huge advocate for BLM if you struggle with ligament pain. My 15-year-old football player takes it for preventative measures. He takes both Power Jize and BLM to support his bones, ligaments, and muscles as he crashes around the football field. Okay. Gold medalist Brian Clay, he is a decathlon guy, but I have not actually looked up to see exactly everything that involves, but I know that involves a lot of different sports. His favorite 3 products that he uses are Panaway, Panaway, clove, and peppermint. Panaway has wintergreen, helichrysum, and clove and peppermint inside of it. Panaway is a phenomenal powerhouse blend. Now, wintergreen, this just shows you how good and amazing God is. Wintergreen essential oil penetrates through the body and strengthens the bones while giving the blood a smooth viscosity. So think about the benefits of that. If I was to ever have a child with a broken bone, wintergreen would be one of the first things that I reach for because it strengthens bones and keeps blood from clotting. So that's pretty awesome. Helichrysum has one of the highest frequencies of any of the oils. clove and peppermint are also, peppermint pushes and makes all the other oils work like 10 times more. So it's called a pusher or an accelerator. Another oil that I would use, just throw this out there, I don't have a picture of it, if a child had an injury of any type, concussion or broken bone, would be copaiba. Copaiba is an essential oil that helps to reset the cells back to normal. So if your child, falls or crashes as they are doing their sports, keep copaiba in your purse, and just when it's over, just put pan away and copaiba on them. Okay, peppermint. Why does he like peppermint? I love this information. Let me move over here. Peppermint oxygenates the cells. Athletes who drink peppermint before a run faster and longer. You can take it in a capsule. You can put it on the back of your neck. Look at this information. 12 healthy male students every day consumed 500 milliliters of water with 0.05 milliliters of peppermint essential oil for 10 days. Exercise performance evaluated by time to exhaustion increased by 20%. Workload endurance increased by 40%. Power load increased by 30%. Oxygen intake by 10%. And CO2 outtake increased by 20%. If that's like, I lost you at the percentages, let me just tell you that they increased their endurance by 20%. What? Oh my goodness. By drinking peppermint. So you can get your kids to run further and longer and have more endurance by adding peppermint to their stainless steel bottles. Don't add it to plastic. Okay. Funny story. My son, who's 15 and plays football, was on the football field a couple weeks ago, and one of his friends pulled out an inhaler for his asthma and did a big whiff of his inhaler. And my son said, "What's that? Can I try it?" Okay, first of all, yeah, I definitely need to talk to my son about, no, if somebody's putting something up to their mouth and taking a puff, don't ask to try it. But long story short, he was like, "Mom, I want one of those inhalers. It made me feel great." Breathe Again has a similar effect to an inhaler. In fact, I know of more than one person who has been able to exchange their asthma inhalers for Breathe Again roll-on. So Breathe Again opens up your lungs. Sometimes it's hard for an athlete to regain their breath, their air. And so having Breathe Again close by where they can just put it on. A couple weeks out of football game, when my son got the breath knocked out of him, he was tapping out because he just needed to catch his breath. I realized, oh my goodness, I forgot to pack the Breathe Again. So I am going to be a better mom and make sure I don't leave home without it again. I will come back and answer questions at the end, just so I can finish this and then get all the questions at once. Okay. Minerals. In athletic performance, minerals play a huge role in muscle contraction, normal heart rhythm, oxygen transport, bone health, and immune function. We will not go into sleep. We will not be able to fall asleep. We will not be able to be fully awake. We will not be able to perform in any type of sport if we do not have the right minerals. Minerals play a part in every single cell function in our bodies. So here are 3 different Young Living products where you can get different mineral salts. So alkaline is specifically formulated with 12 mineral cell salts to promote optimal pH balance in your stomach. Well, it's for gastrointestinal upset for people who have like burning esophagus. But the side benefit are the 12 mineral cell salts. They will help with athletic performance also. Mineral essence in the center has 62 minerals plus bee pollen, which provides sustained energy. Mineral essence is one of the best mineral products on the market in the world. It is fantastic. You're going to keep it in the refrigerator. And for a delicious recipe, you can put a couple squirts in a glass of water with Young Living's electrolytes. They've got like lemon lavender, different flavors of electrolytes. You squirt that in there with the mineral essence, and you have a delicious drink and an easy way to get those minerals in. Now, MegaCal is like a sleeping giant. Not very many people know about Young Living's MegaCal. It is their magnesium calcium product that helps to support bone health, vascular health, nerve function. If your child struggles with muscle cramps or Charlie horses, make sure they are taking MegaCal. It will help with that. Okay, moving on to after the performance, after the game, muscle recovery. Amino Wise is our favorite product for recovery. Every single one of my kids who has ever taken this has said, man alive, mom, I notice a difference. I notice a difference if I drink it before, during, but my muscle recovery after, when I drink this, is so much faster. So your workout regimen shouldn't just stop, or, like, we shouldn't just go home and then just call it quits and just fall on the couch. Drinking a post workout or post game supplement to help refuel the body, the muscles, to rehydrate the cells and to replenish the minerals lost and reduce the lactic acid, and to build and repair muscles. Amino Wise is the product to do this with. It is fantastic to fight fatigue and to enhance recovery. So I love it, and you're going to love it too. I can't wait till you try it. You're going to have to let me know what you think of it. Young Living has so many products for athletes that I am just literally touching on my favorites. And so I'm going to give you a link so that you can look at more that they offer. This is the last one I'm going to touch on before I tell you how to get it at the best deal. Their massage oils, they have several, like 7 or 8 different massage oils. They have 2 specifically for athletes. One's called OrthoSport and one's called Ortho Ease. Both of these massage oils, or all of these massage oils, are infused with essential oils for specific reasons. OrthoSport contains hotter oils that help the muscles recover, and Ortho Ease has cooler oils like peppermint and juniper and eucalyptus, that has a cooler for to soothe fatigued muscles. So if you want something hot, that's just going to give you that sting. I mean, it's a good one. It's lemongrass and oregano. It's a great one for a deep tissue massage. You're going to want OrthoSport, but if you're wanting something more soothing, you're going to go with Ortho Ease. Okay. Last thing for your athlete, don't forget to diffuse while they sleep so that they can go into a deep sleep. I recommend cedarwood for that. Diffuse while they are awake so that they can be fully awake. And I recommend peppermint for that, because it is important that we do have our muscles recover best or thoroughly and completely while we are sleeping. So deep sleep recovery is important. Okay, so nobody wants to pay full price. The best way to get your Young Living products is on their loyalty program. Their loyalty program is just their convenient monthly auto shipment where you just throw some things in your cart and Young Living will just ship it to you each month. You can change what's going to come in your box every month. You are not stuck to a certain product. This makes it easy to try new sports products every single month. Just go in and say, you know what, here's the wish list. I'm going to try 2 or 3 each month until I land on my favorites. So you spend $100 to unlock wholesale pricing. Otherwise, you will be spending retail, and you don't want to do that when you can get 24% off retail. When you spend $50 or more on the loyalty program, you earn points back that accumulate like cash to spend on more free products. So it's just the best way it's the biggest bang for your buck and the most prudent way to spend your dollars. Young Living also sends free gifts in the boxes. I've personally been on their loyalty program for almost 20 years. So that's how much we love their products. I am going to answer questions. Let's see what I've got. Okay. What are the youngest ages you would use the supplements with? My athlete is 5. Awesome. Okay, so just as soon as a child can suck a bottle, I would start them on Ningxia Red. Okay. So Ningxia is one of the most important supplements in this lineup. And if your child will take Ningxia Red on a daily basis, you can avoid having to take a lot of other supplements later on, since it has all of the amino acids and it is such a power packed supplement. So I would say start with Ningxia Red, and then maybe throw in a massage oil, but Nick's just gonna have what your 5-year-old athlete needs for sure. Awesome. Okay, anything else? Any other questions? I'm going to send y'all a wish list that will link to all more products than I talked about that Young Living has for athletes. But you will find your favorites and you will be like, I can't live without them. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Okay. Y'all have a great night. Bye.